So this young man had rebelled. He was regretful for it. He had reflected about it. He had repented about it. Now he decides to go home, and we see him walking toward home. And his father, what had his father been doing all this time? His father still loved him. And every afternoon when the day's work was over and the sun was setting in the west, the father would go out on the front porch and watch down the road, praying for his son, thinking about his son, loving his son, wanting his son to return, hoping that he would see him some evening walking down that road. And after 2 or 3 years had passed and everybody else had given up, the father was still loving him. He knew his son was spending his money and spending his life in wild living. But this father loved him in spite of all that. And one evening, he looked down that road and he saw somebody coming. And he thought to himself, well, that looks like Jim. But it couldn't be. But he walks like him. The sun was just going down. The father rushed out a little bit and took another look, a little closer, and he saw this boy stumbling toward him in rags, dirt, and filth, and the father ran to him and threw his arms around him. Now, the boy had made up a speech he was going to give to his father. He was going to say, Father, I've sinned against heaven. I've sinned against you. I don't deserve to be your son. But please give me a job just as a hired servant. He didn't get his speech out at all. He just got the first part of it out. The father had engulfed him in his arms, and the tears were streaming down both their cheeks as father and son came together. And that's a picture of God tonight with you. God is waiting on you. And God is waiting with love. He loves you.